Welcome to Peptides Explained Easy. Let's break it down.
Your body makes its own antioxidant. Not from a supplement, not from a superfood. It makes it from scratch, inside your cells. It's called glutathione, and it might be the most important molecule you've never heard of. Here's the problem. By the time you're in your 60s, your levels have dropped by more than half. And researchers are now linking that drop to nearly everything that goes wrong as we age. Brain fog, weak muscles, chronic inflammation, mitochondria that stop working right. Today, we go deep on glutathione. Glutathione is a tripeptide, 3 amino acids, glycine, cysteine, and glutamate. Your body builds it in almost every cell. Think of it as the master janitor of your biology. Its main job, neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are molecules that damage your DNA, cell membranes, and mitochondria. They're a normal byproduct of energy production. You can't avoid them. The question is whether your cleanup crew is keeping up. Glutathione is that cleanup crew. When it grabs a free radical, it sacrifices itself, becomes oxidized like a used sponge. Your body has to either regenerate it or make new glutathione. When you're young, this runs smoothly. As you age, production slows, recycling slows, and oxidative damage piles up faster than it can be cleaned. Think of it like a city's garbage system. When it's working, you don't notice it. When it slows down, trash piles up everywhere. That's oxidative stress. 2 things happen as we get older. 1. Cells produce less glutathione. The raw material, especially cysteine, becomes harder to source. Cysteine is the rate-limiting ingredient. Your body can only make glutathione as fast as cysteine is available. 2. The recycling system slows. Used glutathione needs to be converted back to its active form. The enzymes that do that become less efficient over time. The result? A growing gap between free radicals being produced and glutathione available to neutralize them. That gap is oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is now understood as a root driver, not just a symptom, of the major dysfunctions we associate with aging. Study number 1, the human clinical trial. In 2023, researchers at Baylor College of Medicine published a randomized controlled trial in the Journal of Gerontology. 24 older adults, 12 young adults. Half the older group received GlyNAC, glycine and N-acetylcysteine, the building blocks the body needs to make glutathione. 16 weeks. Results? Glutathione deficiency corrected. Oxidative stress reduced. Mitochondrial function improved, inflammation reduced, better insulin sensitivity, improved walking speed and muscle strength, improvements across multiple hallmarks of aging. The placebo group saw none of this. The key insight, it wasn't one thing that improved. When you restore the master antioxidant, a whole cascade of downstream problems starts to correct. The analogy is, imagine a building where the water main is partially blocked. Every floor has problems. Low pressure in the kitchen, nothing coming from the shower. You don't fix each floor separately. You fix the main. Glutathione is the main. The same research group then asked, what's happening in the brain? The brain is especially vulnerable to oxidative damage. It uses more energy per gram than any other tissue, which means it produces more free radicals than almost anywhere else. In a 2023 study in antioxidants, old mice given GlyNAC for 8 weeks showed correction of brain glutathione deficiency, oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, glucose uptake problems, inflammation, and DNA damage. Their cognitive function, measured in maze tests, reversed toward levels seen in young mice. Old mice without GlyNAC, significant cognitive impairment across the board.
This isn't just about memory. It's about the entire environment inside aging brain cells. When the antioxidant system fails, brain cells can't produce energy efficiently, can't clear damage, can't maintain structure. GlyNAC resets that environment. A 2026 review in Aging and Disease went deeper into how the brain manages glutathione and found something worth knowing. The brain can't pull glutathione from the bloodstream. The blood-brain barrier blocks it. The brain has to build its own from amino acid building blocks that cross the barrier. Cysteine, again, is the rate-limiting factor. The review found that dietary restriction and fasting appear to increase the liver's release of glutathione building blocks into the blood, which then reach the brain and support local synthesis. In other words, fasting may help the brain maintain its antioxidant system, not through some vague mechanism, but through a specific supply chain: liver, bloodstream, brain, glutathione synthesis. The review also found that inside mitochondria, glutathione works alongside a second system called thioredoxin. Both have to be working for mitochondria to stay clean. One system alone isn't enough. Glutathione research isn't fringe. This is one of the most studied molecules in all of biology. The honest picture: direct oral glutathione supplementation is tricky. It tends to get broken down in the gut before reaching cells. That's why research has focused on GlyNAC, giving the body the ingredients to make its own. Liposomal formulations and IV delivery are also being studied. What is clear from human clinical trials: restoring glutathione levels appears to correct multiple aging-related defects simultaneously. That's one of the more significant findings in aging biology in recent years. Glutathione isn't a trendy peptide. It's been studied for decades, but what's new is how clearly we understand what happens when it falls and what happens when you bring it back up. This isn't one molecule fixing one problem. It's restoring a fundamental system that touches almost everything else. We'll keep tracking it as the research builds. If you want to learn more about peptides and biology, subscribe to the channel. New video every week, explained simply.